Hello everybody, it's the Master Gamer again, and I am proud to say I've reached 10 episodes of the Master Gamer Game Reviews. Now, this calls for something special, real special. What, you might ask? Why, a little game called Action 52. Now, I wanted to do Action 52 for many reasons. One, it has been covered by several famous YouTubers. And another is simply the story behind it. And let me tell you, it has one of the most fascinating stories I've ever heard for games development. Action 52 was conceived by a mysterious businessman living in Miami, Florida, known as Vince Perry. He got the idea for the game when he saw his son playing an illegal multi-cart from Taiwan that carried 40 pirated games. Vince claimed that the neighborhood went crazy over it, and he got the genius idea of making something similar. Except, instead of pirating the games, he'd make them all on his own. Well, not on his own, but we'll get to the development later. So, Vince went out, hired 3, later become 4, college kids, shipped them out to Salt Lake City, put them up in a development studio, and gave them 3 months to make 52 games. Yeah. Now, multi-carts have a bit of a seedy, infamous, terrible reputation. Yes, there are some decent ones from companies like Nintendo, like the NES Classic and the SNES Classic and stuff like that. That stuff's actually decent, competently made by competent people. But there's other stuff that's made in like China and Taiwan that's pirated and all this. And Vince, well, he decided to get into that business. And so, he released it. Released the game with 52 games on it as a multi-cart for $199. Yes, you heard me right. 200 fat ones. And, might I add that this thing was released in 1991? Guess what? You could buy an SNES with Super Mario World for that same price. You could buy a Genesis with Sonic and an extra game for that same amount of money. Needless to say, the game failed, and now it's incredibly rare and expensive. Okay? Enough hyping up. Let's see some gameplay. Now, the game. Yes. If you are curious, I have used emulators in all of my videos. I used to have a Retron 5, which I suppose I could use, but now it's broken, so you get this. Alright, here's the title screen. Oh, and the music, it's called It Takes Two. Yeah, Vince thought it'd be a good idea to pirate music, even though he was against pirating the games themselves. Alright, this is just me changing the controls because they're stupid. I'm just making it to look a little more like a regular NES controller. Kinda. Changing to WASD and the colon and period key. I'd find that to be a lot more natural on my hands. Okay, now up to game 1. Fire breather. Okay. Turns out this is a 2-player game. Yeah. And it works, I guess. This would be a lot more fun with 2 players, I think. Just sitting there alone. Just playing shitty games. Next! Alright, game number 2. Starville. Oh, I died. Crap. It turns out that there's a barrier right in front of you as you get into the game. Fucking brilliant. That's just brilliant. Imagine if you started Mario and there was a Goomba, like, right in front of you heading towards you and you had no time to jump. Besides that, it's just your average vertical scrolling side shooter. Nothing to see here, folks. Just shooting shit and shooting more shit and shooting even more shit. Just keep on going and going and going and going until the end of time, and it sucks. Next! Alright, game number 3. Illuminator. So it's a basic-ish platforming game. To get light, you need to shoot the vampires. And you need to avoid them in the dark. Fortunately, your job was made a little bit easier because the programmers didn't have time to make transparencies. So you could see them at the ladders and crap, which sucks. And I died in the dark because I couldn't see anything. Just waiting for it to become dark. I mean, once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard. And once you get to the top of the stage, there is absolutely nothing. That's just all you get. There's only one level. Next! Alright, game number 4, GeForce FGT? Or it's just GeForce. Alright. It's game number 4. You already did another space shooter? Remember that I said that they made this thing in 3 months? Yeah, they made this thing in 3... They obviously made this thing in 3 months. I mean, this is just lazy. I mean, I'm 4 games in and they've already repeated a genre. Unbelievable. Also, what's going on here? I'm some sort of pink something. I guess I'm some sort of spaceship and I'm shooting Christmas trees and elves? Anyway, it's not great. Not even good. It sucks. Next! Alright, game number 5. Ooze. Ooh, a title screen. Also, why did they call it Ooze? Oh, fuck it, let's play the game. Alright, and these are the worst controls for a platforming game I have ever experienced. And guess what? This is the game they proudly showed on launch up. This is the game that it starts up when you first boot up the system. They must have been really fucking proud of this. Man, this is junk. I can't even get over that second jump because the controls are so busted. Let me explain it. When you jump, you can't move. You know, like, it's really weird. You know, like, you jump and it's like it's really, really weirdly stilted. And there I died again because the jumping's weird. You jump and you kind of move and you kind of don't, and it sucks and I hate it. Next! Number 6. Silver Sword. Alright, it's a vertical platformer, sort of in the style of something like Ikari Warriors, except you're shooting swords for some damn reason. And they're not even silver. They could have at least made it like a light gray, but no, it's a dark gray. Have these guys even seen what the fuck silver looks like? Oh wait, they didn't want it to make it the color of the rocks. Why not make the rocks dark gray, make the sword light gray, so it at least makes some fucking sense? And it is not great. It's sort of like a mix between Ikari Warriors and a little bit of Space Invaders even, with the enemies moving and all sorts of weird patterns across the screen and shit, and shit's shooting everywhere, and there's no health bar, so you can't tell how much life you have left until you die. Which really sucks. Alright then, this one's a dud, so... Next! Alright, number 7, critical BP, or it's just critical bypass. Alright, and it's another space shooter. We're just 7 games in, guys, and we're on another fucking space shooter. And the controls are weird. Like, because if you shoot in multiple directions, and the background looks like a fucking repeating MC Escher painting, and it sucks. It sucks. Next! Right, number 8, Jupiter Scope? And they spelled it wrong? Really? Okay, so what sort of game could this be? A platformer? An action game? An action adventure? Nope, another space shooter, and a shitty one. It's, guess what? It's a Galaga clone where you're shooting flaming condoms out of the sky in your dolphin-shaped spaceship. And it absolutely sucks because your eyeballs small and you can't fucking see it. And next! Alright, number 9. Alfredo? Or Alfred in the Fedek? Okay, you're a chef and he's in his kitchen and you're smashing shit with your frying pan, alright? And I died from clipping the top of an enemy. That's just fucking great. That's how you can tell great game design when you die from the smallest fucking thing. Oh my god, and I'm already out of lives. Next! Alright, number 10, Operation Moon? Operation Full Moon? What are you, moon out of a train? No. It's another vertical shooter. And you just move up the screen, and you shoot shit, and I shot that, and it still killed me. That's great. That's just great game design. It sucks. I don't like it. Next! Okay, number 11, Dam Busters. What are you doing in, you're some sort of critter shooting tomatoes at other critters, I think. And there's... Oh, this is a pretty bad vertical shooter. I don't like it. And you can shoot through walls, apparently, because there's no physics. Next! Okay, number 13, Thrusters. And it's another space shooter. And you're still shooting shit. That's great. It's another one. What are we up to? Like 5, and we're like 12 games in? I mean, almost half of the games on this damn cart so far are space shooters. Can't they have a little more variety, or were they so fucking lazy that they decided to pick a genre where 90% of the background's black so they didn't have to code? This is awful. Next! Okay, number 13, Haunted Hill. Hey, I have huge tits! I'm like a knockoff Lara Croft, and I have a gun just like Lara Croft, and I'm in a haunted manor, and I'm shooting ghosts, even though ghosts are supposed to be, like, transparent. And you die in one hit. Oh, joy of joys. It's another shitty platformer with the same bad controls as Ooze. Next! Alright, number 14. Chill out. You need to chill out after all that shit. Hey, why not do that by playing some more shit? Okay, so you go up the ladders, and again, same bad controls as Ooze. Same shitty stilted jumping that, oh, and you die in midair. Yeah. They were too lazy to make a falling animation, so it's like, you drop 2 feet and you're dead. And you can go through the blocks. Next! Okay, number 15, Sharks. Okay, there's no enemies. This sucks. There's nothing I can shoot. This is great. This is great. Have you ever played a game where there's jack shit for you to do? You can't shoot anything, can't do anything? You just wait around until oh, there's one, and there's another. Took like 15 seconds to appear. It sucks. Next. Okay, number 15. Megalonia? What's that? Oh, it's another space shooter. Generic, terrible, bargain basement, D-, god awful 1-star space shooter. Next. Alright, number 17, French Baker. What is it with these damn titles? Oh, and it's said Burger Time clone, kinda. Little bit of Burger Time, little bit of shitty shooter where you go up ladders shooting random food and whatever the fuck those things are, the white things. Ugh. Next. Okay, number 18, Atmosquake. It's another motherfucking goddamn awful donkey shit coming out of its ass space shooter. It's really easy, it's not that great, and you just keep shooting shit looking like some sort of Native American arrowhead or something. Oh god. It's... Next! Page 2, thank god. Alright, number 19, Me On? Sounds like a sketchy Chinese restaurant. And it's a real sketchy game as well. You're like... It's some sort of like memory game, but awful. You have to avoid the squares that are empty and avoid the squares that become empty, I think. I mean, solid squares can kill you too. It's just a guessing game, and you have to memorize it all. And it is absolutely awful. Next. Okay, number 20, Space Dreams? Another space shooter. You're a pacifier flying through space, shooting teddy bears and teddy bears and whatever, some sort of weird things with hats on a cartoonish starry background, and yeah, it's another plain, boring, vertically scrolling space shooter. Dime a dozen on this piece of junk collection. Oh god, it's awful. Next! Alright, number 21. Streamers. Oh, and it doesn't even have a title. Oh, it's actually not that bad, but you know, that's like saying the shit you take after Taco Bell is better than the shit you take after the Chipotle. They're still both a fucking mess, but one's slightly better than the other because it's better quality. Still not gonna be great. And there's no attack, which is great. And when you collect money, it shows sad faces? Is that some sort of thing on greed? Oh well, it sucks. Next! Okay, number 22, Spreadfire. It's another space shooter. And it is a Space Invaders clone. And it is completely mediocre. It looks like a lobster shooting green orbs, and you're attacking grenade holsters and rejects from Arkanoid platforms, and I don't even know anymore. I'm sick of goddamn space shooters now. Uh-oh, it's not good. It's not even okay. It sucks. It sucks the big one. It sucks a fucking dick. Next. Okay, Bubblegum Rosie or Bubblegum Rosie? What's with the different titles? Okay, it's another platforming game. Playing a woman because she has tits, I think. And you're shooting stuff out of your nose. Maybe she's sick, and it has the same terrible jumping controls as Ooze. Another shitty platforming game on the Action 52 multicart. Next! Okay, number 24, Micro Mike. You got some problems downstairs, Mike? You need some Viagra? No, you're just really small, like physically. And you're going at the speed of goddamn light, and I don't know what the fuck to do, and you crash into goddamn everything, and it motherfucking sucks, and next! Okay, number 25, Underground. Okay, you fall 50 feet, alright. And then you die by... Okay? It's some sort of platforming game, and I died from that. You can fall 50 feet, and yet you die from an enemy? And you can't fucking attack worth shit? That's great. That's just fucking great. Alright. And you get killed by the mushrooms. Alright. What are they, like, poisonous or some shit? I mean, probably. They have to be some pretty fucking strong mushrooms. I mean, this guy could fall from great heights. I mean, he makes anybody look like shit. Alright, next. Okay, number 26, Rocket Jocker. Rocket Jockey? What is it with these different goddamn titles, man? And it's a space shooter with a western theme for some goddamn reason. You're some cowboy riding on a fucking bullet through tomato soup that's covered in... What are those? You're going through moldy tomato soup land, and there's cows flying at you and shit, and you're just shooting and shooting and shooting some more. Another goddamn space shooter? Kinda. Sucks. And next. So you might have noticed I only went through 26 of the 52 games. Why? Because I wanted to split up the torture. Yeah. Do you think I wanted to play 52 games straight, record it all, do voiceover, edit all that crap together, and then release it all as one giant video that nobody will watch because it's too long? No. I'm gonna split it up. So you don't have to sit on your phone for 50 minutes watching me complain about shit. Isn't that nice of me? To both you and myself. Alright. Next time, prepare for the second half of Action 52 and the second part of the Master Gamer Game Reviews, Episode 10. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you then.